Hey guys, it's Will Beach. I haven't been on here in a very long time. I've been going through quite the journey, both spiritually and with trading. And I want to retouch base with what this channel is going to be about. And I hope this finds the right people. And I'm going to be looking down because I have notes. So I'm going to be kind of just rechecking, make sure I'm hitting all my points. This is going to be more about faith and futures moving forward. And a little bit about me, if you've never watched any of my other videos, is I've been doing this now for about 8 or 9 years, and I've lost money, I've gained money, but one thing that's lacked was consistency. And when I first jumped into trading, it was with just stocks, options, the basics. And it's kind of progressed through future or currencies and forex, right? And then and now futures. And a lot has changed since then. And like many of you, you see people making millions of dollars, and you think, I'm gonna do that. As soon as I learn my strategy, that's what's gonna happen. And you get a couple big wins, and then you might lose it all. A couple big wins, lose it all, then you start losing. You revenge trade, you do everything. And so that's where I had to seek guidance, and that guidance came from God. And there's a big part of trading where it has to be bigger than you. And what I mean is this: if you're focused on chasing that dollar and understanding that the market is constantly giving you the opportunity to make more money, then you're going to keep trading. But the reality is that you're losing your discipline the longer you stay in the market in a single day. And the market changes throughout the day, right? High volatility mornings, and then kind of fades, and then maybe picks up a little bit in the evening. So that means your strategy is not going to be as consistent. You might make X amount in the morning and then start grinding it back down toward the end of the day because that volume and volatility isn't there. Plus, your exact strategy probably isn't there. You're probably winging it, or it should do this by the end. So if you're in that same boat, it really wasn't until I started getting back in touch with God, and I didn't grow up with God. I didn't grow up in the church at all. It's been in my adult life that I have found God, and it's changed my life dramatically in such a positive way. And a big part of it is ego, and understanding that you're not in charge and you need help from someone else, and that's the higher power who's going to allow you to do this successfully. And so with the strategies I've developed, which if you've watched any of my other videos, those strategies are still valid. They're still really good momentum-based strategies. I've refined them since then, and with God and the refinement, we're finding consistency, and that's where I want this channel to be. So with that, I want, just kind of checking my notes here. I want to start this. I want this to be an accountability channel. I want you guys, I'm not selling you a course. Anything I do, will be presented here for free. I'll show you what I do. I'll show you how I do it. And, even currently, I'm not using any other platforms. I'm actually using Robinhood. And a lot of you might be like, what, how? Well, Robinhood has released futures trading. They have not released it on their Legends platform yet. So that means everything is super slow in buying and selling. That should tell you a couple things. This is not fast in and out, in and out, in and out. This is disciplined trading with a plan, not just trying to make a quick buck. Okay. And you'll see that with one micro, how this is playing out. There is a margin. They do give you a leverage, but it's not very high. So you basically still need around $3,500 currently for like a NASDAQ micro, but that's neither here nor there. You could choose to do options, you could just choose to do stocks, but what we're doing is we're going to create freedom through consistency, through God, and allocations to different parts of your life to make the money make sense. This isn't just a trading channel where you just keep trying to grind up and down and up and down. We're going to make the money work in a way that makes sense for future freedom. And we'll go more into details in future videos. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out with Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. So guys, thank you for joining me. We will continue this. We will continue this series, and I will show you exactly how my trading has progressed, why it's so important to have the guidance and seek the Lord out and ask him for his guidance. And part of what I'm doing, part of what's being asked of me, is to share with you guys this blessing so that you don't fall into the same pitfalls I did, and we can move strongly together into the future with guidance. So thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, comment if this is the stuff that you need, so that I know that I'm on the right track in helping you. All I need is one of you, and I'll know that this is the path. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to share more videos with you guys.